What claims are just not backed by the historical facts? I'm sick of curriculum materials teaching my fourth graders that the Spanish discovered Florida when they were looking for the fountain of youth. That lie was developed in the 1920s as a tourist gimmick. There's literally nothing in the historical record that supports it. There has never been a Viking helmet found that had a horn attached to it. Marilyn Monroe never said, "If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best." There is literally no documented proof she ever said that. That ancient people thought the earth was flat. We have records from around 430 BC where Greek philosophers spoke of the earth being a sphere. In 240 BC, the Greek astronomer Eratosthenes calculated the circumference of the earth and was only about 2% out. That binary numbers were first used by Leibniz. Most computer histories make this claim. But there's an existing manuscript page. https://imager.com/bkw3lock.jpg by the English mathematician Thomas Harriot that includes binary numbers and binary multiplication. That was written around 1605, 40 years before Leibniz was born. Edit. Spelling. Corsets were not typically tight-laced. They were only tight-laced by the highly fashionable women, and usually only for particular events or portraits. Corsets were designed to be comfortable. Women wore a cotton layer underneath the corset, so it didn't rub against the skin. The corset was more like a bra. Bit instead of using the shoulders to support it used the whole torso. Some people claim they are much more comfortable than modern bras. The intense proportions of the past were achieved with corsets and padding. Tight lacing was uncommon, but layers of petticoats or hoops or bum rolls or whatever else at the time was very common to give women the trendy body shape at the time. What's something pretty much everyone thinks but nobody dares to say it? I hope no one notices that I have no idea what I'm doing. That person was a piece of shit. Why is everyone saying nice things about them? 'Cause they are dead now? Quote. I can't wait for this conversation to be over so I can go back to doing what I was doing. You talk too fucking much. Some people have no clue what it's like being around someone whose only ability to communicate is by talking endlessly and not engaging in a two-way conversation. Please put deodorant in your armpits. I think some people want to say this when they're with the people who smell bad. You smell. What has lost its prestige in recent years? The term breaking news. It has no meaning anymore since they overuse it. On a lighter note, Etsy. A decade ago I knew I was getting a handmade, artisanal product when I shopped on Etsy. Now it's just the same cheap knockoffs from China that I could get from Amazon for half the price. Actually, I just bought my husband a handcrafted wooden pipe for Christmas and promptly discovered that it was on Amazon for $20 cheaper. Would have been nice to have kept that extra $20 if I'm getting a cheap product anyway. Airbnb. Used to be able to get fair prices on non-hotel styled room stays, but now it's overpriced and hit so many fees it's cheaper to go to hotels. Doctors. I'm a doctor. We're mostly employees now. Cogs in the wheel. There is also a lot of distrust in the medical system. The internet. It's all bots and ads. Platinum Amex. What band was never the same after losing a member? Motley Crue have subscribed, my brothers.